Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hallows, a Monster of the Week story presented here on Dice Priority. I am Matthew Foreman. Tonight I will be playing Oak, the Spellslinger. Let me just do a quick couple of channel announcements before I kick it over to one of our other lovely players. Uh, what are our channel announcements? Be on the lookout for the return of Community Theater, our Saturday show where Liz of Dice Priority runs for members of the wider tabletop community. Uh, be on the lookout for the casting calls and things like that. We are another announcement. We are conducting a search for different systems for Ghost of the Machine. Join our Discord and help us with that search. Lastly, if you are enjoying tonight's stream, make sure you are following. If you're already followed, consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, consider gifting a subscription, helping Dice Priority continue to bring you content. Bits are good too, so we appreciate the support. I believe that's all the announcements. One minor announcement. We'll be doing Anthem Buddies again tomorrow, probably around 7:30 p.m. We're going to be playing Anthem. It'll be me, Rob, Chase, and then we're going to have a friend named Kyle stop by. He'll join us too. And we're going to be playing Anthem on Grandmaster 3, so join that tomorrow. Okay, take it away, Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris. You can find me here playing Raphael the Divine, as well as on Mythos Mystery Society. Was that last weekend that we did all those games? 2 weekends ago? It was a long time ago. So look at those because they happen. And there are more games coming soon, so find us on there. I cast my vote today for Dice Priority's new system, and it's Pogs. Not collecting, but like the actual use of the slammers. So that's my vote. Feel free to put that in their Discord chat.
Thank you.
And I'll send it over to Hektor, Maria.
Hello, I am Maria. Also tonight playing Hektor, Bartholomew, the 70-ish year old mad scientist. Yeah, I think that you should play Thumb Wars. That's my recommendation. Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Lucy Doe, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is using the Monstrous Playbook, and she is the Grim Reaper of the group, the cranky Grim Reaper. And that's me. Kaya!
Oh, hello. I'm Kaya Gaston. I play Isabeau Hauer. We both use she, her pronouns. I am playing the Pararomantic playbook. And both of us vote for Pogs, but also, have you thought about Heads Up 7-Up? That's a solid one. Isabeau is opposite her Hellhound romantic counterpart, Cal. So I'll kick it on down to Ty.
I'm Ty. I am the keeper for this evening. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter, and I use he, him pronouns. And I think that's about it. You can also find me in Mythos Mystery Society. Let's do a quick recap of last week. Last week on Hallows, the party had decided to move from the Wake and Bake to stay at Nana's Fat Slabs that is now become vacant. They kind of sat down and decided what leads to pursue. Oak and Hektor looking in the library and poring over some tomes for various answers to some questions, while Raphael, Isabeau, and Cal decided to head on over to Possum's Lodge, where, guided by an ID they found on one of the bodies, received a brief tour from the proprietor there, Holland, and Lucy decided to start working on fixing the house or covering up what had happened, i.e. the car and car-shaped hole in the front door. And that's where we will begin today's episode. Hektor and Oak, you sit at this dusty wooden table. The smell of the many old books splayed out in front of you, mixing with the stench of blood and viscera covering the floors of this basement. Hektor, when we last left off, you had the idea strike you about your old notes. What do you do?
I first kind of look around and say, we should really clean up this place. And excuse me. I would point towards Oak, kind of look at him for a second. I need you to help me find something. And he'll stand up and he'll just go over to where the laboratory is. Open it up. And kind of gesture for you to follow him. He's pretty sure he kept it somewhere in here. He's pretty sure. Who knows?
Roll plus sharp to investigate, and Oak can help if he wants.
I will help. And I will say, do you want me to summon like a item locating demon?
No, just use your eyes.
Okay.
I mean, if it really comes to, if it comes to the good option, though.
I could summon a basement cleaning demon.
We'll come back to that.
Oak's just being a smartass. What's help out?
Help out is roll plus cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I know I even have a thing for it, but I advanced it. That's right. 10.
Wow.
Very nice.
And
Plus 1.
Yeah.
Plus 1. So that brings it up to a 9.
Ooh, mixed success.
No.
Advanced is only on 12 plus, right?
Correct. Advance is only on 12 plus.
Okay.
9. Okay. With that, we're going to talk about what happens in Hektor. Hang on a second. Okay. Hektor, you rush into the lab, searching for information from the past. You reach towards a cabinet above you, and you open it, and are absolutely showered in loose pieces of paper, post-it notes, and a couple college-ruled notebooks. As just a ton of information begins pouring down, literally on top of you.
Well. Just like one that just kind of fell on his shoulder. He'll just pick it up and just look at it.
Okay. I'm sending it in Discord. This is the first base bag you pick up.
Neat. Ah, there it is.
Bunch of books just fell on you, Hektor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reliable, for the sub.
Hey, yeah.
Thanks for subbing.
And as you kind of are looking at this too, Oak, looking at this these just plethora of papers that have fallen down, these notes are disjointed and hard to read, kind of the shorthand of someone who has taken many, many notes over the course of many, many years. Nearly illegible to you.
I would wager also nearly illegible to Hektor. And I think he'll take this piece of paper, and just grab a couple random ones, maybe a book or so, and just kind of hand a handful of just random notes and books just in your direction, Oak, while just looking over what he has and say, does any of this make sense to you?
I look down. It looks like chicken scratch, Hektor.
That's what I thought. Okay. Well, okay.
That's how I write too.
You can begin to pour over these notes, this mess, but it will take some more time if you guys both want to work on this together.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to clown.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Take these notes and journals and books back to the wooden table where you already have several things laid out, including the tome about the Coalition of Cold Iron that you were studying last week, and begin pouring over it. And we'll get back to what else you guys found out in a little bit.
Okay.
Lucy.
Yes.
You are in front of Nana's fat slabs. You've had a couple hours now. What have you done to either try to repair or hide what had happened?
To like the face of the building?
And the burnt out car.
Well, the car, boy, phenomenal. Thanks for this. I will, probably using my big, strong arms, move the car at least to the back until we can figure out what the hell we want to do with it. And I don't have any like carpentry skills, so is there a tarp? Can I put a tarp up?
Sure. Roll plus for act under pressure for this. Plus cool.
I sure am prepared with my dice. Okay. 10.
10. Very good. You managed to push this car. You have a little bit of time and you have the strength. And I think Lucy is well versed on covering her tracks, being a pretty much drifter who covers her tracks on a very regular basis.
Covers up murders regularly?
Pretty regularly. So yeah, you get the car to like some brush behind Nana's fat slabs. You manage to put up a tarp so it doesn't look completely obvious what had happened. And right as you finish, you see coming down the single road, you see a car. It is a police car. No lights on, no sirens, but there's a police car approaching.
Like clearly approaching the building, not just like...
There's only one, there's like a single dirt road that leads out to Nana's.
Okay. Where are people in the house right now? Am I the only one outside?
You are the only one outside. You know vaguely that Oak and Hektor went to go research downstairs and everyone else left.
Fuck.
Put a closed sign on the door and run.
Yeah, that won't look suspicious at all.
Nope.
I'm just gonna go about my business here, making sure the tarp is secure, and probably try to act as normal as possible and like maybe go back inside because my business out here is done.
Okay, you're gonna try to go back inside and kind of pretend you didn't see it?
Yeah.
Okay, keep it cool.
Oh, God. Fuck you. That's a 4.
Well, you get to mark experience.
Great.
As you try to turn and walk in, the lights go. The sirens don't, but the lights go. As this figure sees you kind of try to move underneath the tarp.
Oh, I sure was going to go through a door, but...
there is no door. There's a car-shaped hole.
The door is gone.
There's a car-shaped hole in the front where the front door once was. That's what the tarp is covering. There's no door to Nana's fat slabs. There's a back door.
Well, then I guess I'll just stand there.
Yeah, the car approaches, turns the lights off, and a man walks out. He's got a large brimmed hat. He's a little bit of plump with a muscular frame and has a large white mustache. Now, hello, I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Ernest Honeycutt, Sheriff.
Hello.
And, your name, miss?
This is a question for you, Ty.
Sure.
A while back, I used one of my fake IDs to access... Unless I don't think I'm confusing my games. I think I used a fake ID to access where there was a somewhere downtown. It was like the bar or something where there was like a police markings up. Do we remember this? Does anybody recall this at all?
Was this in the before times?
This was indeed pre-pandemic times. So
was this our
we're
birthday
talking
one?
Old Testament. Yes.
Yeah, they were investigating the bar.
You have fake ID. We have established that Lucy does have fake IDs, so that's what you're asking.
Right. And so I'm trying to remember if I had a different name on that, and that's the name I'm going to use. And I don't remember if I said Lucy, so I don't remember.
Barbara.
Mary.
Yeah, Barbara Mary Jean.
Barbara Mary Linda Jean.
I don't. If you, use,
Bojangles.
I don't know if you use the fake name or not. I think you use Lucy Doe as your
As my name?
as your name.
Okay. My name is Lucy.
Pleasure to meet you, Lucy. Is everything? He kind of looks behind you at the tarp. Is everything all right out here? People said some neighbors said they saw smoke coming here late last night. I'm just coming in to check up on the place. Have you seen Nana around?
No, I think she's out running some errands, maybe. But I know that we were smoking some meat last night.
Ooh, what kind? I do enjoy her honey ham.
Well, it was ham.
Got a little piece for me to try?
I don't know. We ate it all. Sorry.
Roll plus charm for convince someone.
Okay, that's not good, y'all. It's not ideal.
I believe in you.
That's a -1.
You got that? You got anything got otherworldly appeal?
No.
Oh no.
She's not a nope. 8.
Hey, that's a mixed success. He kind of looks past you at the tarp again, and then kind of looks at you, and just kind of looks around for a second and says, "Well, I do hope she comes back pretty soon. There are a couple of things I'd want to talk to her about. So, can I get you
Anything in specific?
Oh, just checking up on Anna. She's a member of the community. She's a nice old woman. Smoke some meat, something fierce. So I'm just coming on by.
How nice of you.
Yeah. Well, I've also I met. I believe you were an associate of Mr. Thompson at the Wake and Bake.
Mm-hmm.
I had spoken to him earlier. We had been running into a couple problems with people gone missing, bodies turning up, and we was just There's a witness right here. Look at her. What do you have to say, little miss?
Baby appears.
Oh.
It's just downright
That's it.
adorable.
That's the show. Just end it now.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yep, that's it.
About body. And we're just asking anyone from out of town if they knew anything, standard procedure.
Well, that's a little scary. Are we safe?
Well, I certainly hope so, but there's an open investigation ongoing currently.
Well, that's terrible.
What is? You haven't heard anything about any of this around town? Or seen any oddities or strange going-ons?
A montage of the last 24 hours.
No.
Well,
But if anything comes up, do you have a card?
I do. And he hands you a white business card with raised gold lettering that says Ernest Honeycuff, Hush Hallows Sheriff.
Delightful.
Yes, please keep me abreast of any situations may they occur that are concerning.
Of course.
And his eyes narrow a little bit, and he gives you a nod, tips his hat, and leaves.
Toodles.
So proud. That was so good.
Bless.
And you are now left. You see the squad car turn around, go down the dirt road. You are now left alone in front of Nana's. What do you do?
I'm going to go back inside and probably head downstairs to share this with Oak and Hektor.
Okay. As you enter inside, you make your way to the freezer. It is shut tight.
The
The
freezer?
door to the freezer that leads down into the sanctum below.
The sanctum. I can't open it or anything.
As you try to pull it, it is stuck hard. It does not move.
I'm gonna knock. Hello.
It is inside of a freezer, and there's a door downward. You guys don't hear anything.
Could I figure out approximately where I'm not entirely sure what the layout looks like right here, but would there be a spot for me to bang on the floor that would go straight down to where they are? Or is it all literally underneath the freezer?
It's not that it's all literally underneath. It's that there is a clear like pathway from the freezer to the basement, whereas the rest of it's like a hardwood floor with actual ground beneath it, and then this kind of bunker-esque basement.
Oh, it's like a bunker.
Yeah.
Okay, great, good, awesome, phenomenal.
It is very secure.
Is there anybody else around here?
You would know that Cal, Isabeau, and Raphael all left to do some investigating.
Oh,
so you are alone.
I'm gonna summon my glaive. I'm assuming that did they shut this, or do I know?
No, you don't know. You know it's shut. They told you they're going to the basement, and you haven't heard any you haven't heard them leave or any sort of wildness.
Okay, maybe I won't summon my glaive, but I'm gonna start looking around to see if there's anything wonky or weird.
Other than the car hole and the damages caused.
That's normal now.
And the damages caused by the fight the other day, nothing seems extremely out of the ordinary.
No other doors are shut. Everything's just...
The thing you would, I think, know or have been aware of is that the door to the freezer was... Actually, you would definitely know. The door to the freezer and the seals, the sigils inside, were for sure broken and not working or when you first arrived, and they are working and fine now. Or at least the door is working fine, has been repaired.
Huh. Well, I don't know that I want to risk it and turn incorporeal and then fucking get stuck somewhere again.
That's fine. Lucy stares at this freezer, figuring out what to do next.
Yeah.
And we smash cut 2 hours later. Isabeau and Raphael, you have been given what feels like an exhaustive tour of Possum's Lodge. You sit at the bar with Holland across from you. In front of you are 2 membership application forms, a pen, and a shot glass. Looks to be made of blown glass in the shape of a cob of corn. There is a jalapeno slice as a garnish on the rim.
I'm sorry, the cop cord sticking got me.
Well, it's on the house. Well, that's not Santa's voice. That's Ernest Honeycuff. Yes, sir. Please feel free. It's on the house for prospective members.
Can I look at this application? What's on it?
It just wants your name, phone number. How did you hear about us? It's just real basic stuff.
Okay.
Email. Can we send you special discounts?
Yeah, do you want to be part of our mailing list?
Mailing
Stuff
list,
it's all super basic.
For our community events board. What's his name? Rumpelstiltskin?
Holland. What?
I couldn't remember what his name was.
Disrespect, it's been hours.
Listen, I was asking Ty if it's any consolation. My apologies. Sorry. Holland, you were going to share some stories with us.
Well, I said if you had joined, perhaps I could tell you tales of hunts prior.
I'm filling out my application right now. My address is my truck.
Ooh,
that's right.
put the license
our
plate. We'll figure it out.
address is my truck.
Were you talking to me?
No. Yes, we already knew that though, cousin.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep, cousin. Yeah.
I live in my truck. Is that okay?
Absolutely, a life on the road. What a way to be.
I guess you can probably say I live on my bike as well. Well, I want to make sure that what we're getting into is at least a little exciting. You can't share one story with us.
Roll a convince someone. Just roll a convince someone.
11.
Okay.
9 plus 2. I'm actually good at charm.
Yeah. He says, all right, and he pours himself a shot of this drink as well in another blown glass, corncob shot glass. He garnishes it, mixes it. He says, well, there was one time when we were but lads, me and a couple of old friends went down to the old watering hole in the woods. Got down to our skivvies and skinny dipped. You should have been there. We had mud fights. Hit each other with reeds. The tales I could tell.
That is a lot of excitement. I don't know if I can handle that. Is it possible if we take these and discuss it for just a moment?
Oh yes, of course. And he turns heel and walks to the different part of the bar and starts kind of cleaning glasses.
Perfect. And just out of curiosity, our friend Dennis, what was he after on this previous trip of his?
Oh, I think he was with some of the boys. I think they were hunting elk or bear.
Oh. And you said with the boys, we only saw Dennis. Was he hanging out with some other?
Well, a couple of the members of the lodge, yes. They were, yes, they go on hunts together. That's part of one of the perks here. Steam room, hunt buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, Fridays and Saturdays. Ooh, we have one of these too. And he goes behind the bar and pulls out a cassette. And it has chapstick written on it.
Smooth on the
lips and fits in your pocket. Slides it across.
That's smart. You wouldn't happen to have the names of Dennis's hunting crew, just so we can get a little bit, more information about what kind of game is around.
Let me check. I think we have a registrar of who went out that night. Let me run back and check.
That would be swell.
And he kind of leaves the bar and goes off to a different part. Desk.
For the record, Raphael put the cassette in his pocket.
Perfect.
Excellent. You can
My truck it's only got a cassette player.
Don't forget to take that out of your pocket before you sit down, because you might crush it.
Yes. So I
know
mean,
from experience,
I'm gonna look around, I guess, right?
Sure. I don't even know what Cal's up to at this point. Hopefully,
there wasn't anything look worthwhile looking around at, was there?
You guys, from your investigation before and from this tour he gave you, it doesn't seem like there's a lot. Like there wasn't anything he super left out. Like there was an office for management. There was the bathrooms he didn't show you, but it's nothing seemed super obvious that he was hiding or secretive about.
I'm pretty sure this is a fun place. This is a colorful place. I don't know. These are fun. And I'll lift up the corn of the cob.
Fishy, like a red herring.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna do here, but
I'm pretty sure this is not actually the center of anything.
But I did fill out all my paperwork.
Hey.
It just says my name on it in my truck. That's it.
That's it? Does it have a last name?
Is it your license plate or is it just red truck?
Just in my truck.
Okay, cool.
My truck.
Excellent.
Oh no.
So I'll take the shot.
All right. You're gonna down it. Both of you?
I'll down it as well. I'll clink.
It tastes powerful and spicy all the way down. You get hints of jalapeno, honey, and Everclear.
Ooh.
And you were both just taking one sip of this, you both feel it a little bit immediately.
Yeah. I tell you what, I haven't had too much to drink.
I'm pretty sure it might catch on fire at this point.
This reminds me of a liqueur I had once. It was called the Evening Gown. It was excellent.
Around this Go
What
ahead.
was it called? The evening gown?
Okay, it was a small business venture of a little man. That's all I remember.
Okay.
Holland walks back around this time. Says, "Oh, did you enjoy it?
It was smooth. It was smooth.
It's called."
You also use it to clean?
No, we wouldn't waste such a potent beverage. It's called the Evercorn.
I can't, Ty. I can't. I try so hard to stay in character.
I mean, there's a lot of irony in that since Everclear's made out of corn.
It sure
I
is.
know. I hope you enjoy it.
And that's
More
smart.
corn.
And you put them in these little corn on the cob glasses. That's, you know.
We get the shot glasses too, right?
Oh, absolutely, the collectibles.
Ooh. I'm actually a little excited about that. Okay.
Well,
Did you find his hunting buddies?
Oh yes, he was with Jeremy,
Of course it's a Jeremy.
Isaiah,
Mm-hmm.
and Philip.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And have they been around lately or no?
Oh yeah, I mean they had prior to the hunting trip they had been enjoying the steam room.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the lavender scent now.
That's very nice.
Eucalyptus.
Mm-hmm.
have they been back since the hunting trip?
Oh no, I do believe they're still on it. It's been a couple of days, but I do believe they're still on the hunt. as
If
it
we
were.
wanted to meet
They are
up with them,
100% on the
you have-
hunt.
do you have an idea of where they went hunting? I like me a good hunt too.
There are a couple different spots. I mean, as you can see, the woods are ripe for hunting all around. It encircles the town, but there are a couple spots I could, if you're interested in scouting out yourselves.
Ooh.
I mean,
I'd love to.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
they might need help carrying back an elk. I can carry me
might,
an elk.
yeah.
I tell you what.
You look
I'm
And
like,
always
nothing like
said,
two strong
look like a-
cousins.
look like a big, strong buck yourself.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
And he
You
goes.
make me feel warm.
Oh my! He pours another shot for you both,
Oh boy.
and he goes to start drawing a map.
Perfect. I will take that shot. Because at this
Sorry.
point,
You are both on like tipsy on the edge now.
yep, nope, I
Shots
embrace
of
it.
Everclear.
This situation is
I
mighty
gotta drive.
steamy. Well, we can have Cal drive. Maybe in theory. I don't know if he knows how to drive. Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to drive.
He knows how to drive a motorcycle. I don't know if he's ever driven a car.
It's the same thing, just different pedals. More
Okay.
tires.
And as you guys take the second shot and begin to exit, he says, "Well, we'll make sure to give you a call after your membership has been processed and bring you both in again sometime."
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then if you got any secrets that you keep close to the vest only for members, now's the time to tell us.
Well, you're not members yet. Once you're members, that would be the time.
Raphael is. I'm not.
I mean, we could die tomorrow.
What?
And I mean, just like I'm leaving.
Like car wreck, you know?
Well, not on purpose. I mean,
Not.
Gas. Absolutely ghastly.
life is short. Unless, you can always bring us back.
Like,
I don't. No, I don't believe so.
I think
That's just some
it's been great.
old humor, gravedigger humor.
Yep.
See you later.
Cause let's
Fridays and Saturdays, remember the chapstick.
I can't wait to listen, and I can't wait for the potluck.
yep.
Excellent time.
And the steam room.
A potluck steam room.
Now
Yep.
with lavender.
A potluck steam room. Okay. I'm drunk. Let's go.
And you guys exit Possum's Lodge.
And I put
Jesus
the
wept.
tape into the deck, and what do I hear?
It is smooth. It's kind of a cool jazz, more Dave Brubeck than Glenn Miller.
Wow.
It's pretty good for being a local jazz band. It's not bad.
Is it like bass or is it like saxophone?
It's
What's
a lot
like
of it's saxophone and cello heavy. The pianist isn't doing too bad of a job either.
the
The
what?
sax. Come on, Raphael just yells, "I love sax!"
Pianist.
Okay, I was like,
The
wait.
penis isn't doing a bad job.
Honey.
I was like, I'm sorry. After this conversation, I was really worried as to what you were talking about. Where's Cal?
He is sitting in the back of the pickup truck as you guys leave.
Yeah.
Hear that sax, Cal?
Yeah, man, I've never heard this. It's great.
Hey, bud, I might be a little tipsy right now. I feel like I need to lay down.
You wanna lay in the back of me?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
You both lay in the... Are you driving, Raphael?
Yeah, absolutely. She climbs out in the moving vehicle.
Roll act under pressure, Cal.
Oh, this is the way to go. This is a good way.
Roll it. Raphael.
Yeah, you got to roll act under pressure.
Roll the drive while 2 shots of Everclear in.
It's Raphael, though. Isn't he like, big strong man?
He doesn't drink much. I can't see. Is that
double
2
ones?
It's double
2
ones.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm gonna need you 3 to reroll characters as.
Really?
No.
Oh, God. I was like, no, don't do this.
No, Raphael, like, it is a bumpy... actually, I need you to roll act under pressure, Isabel.
I'm not good at... No, I'm average at this. 10.
Good, you don't puke. But it is
Oh.
a very bumpy, wild ride. You get a mark XP, by the way, Raphael. It is a very bumpy, wild ride back to Nana's. And,
Just trying to I'm drunk enough that I think it's a rodeo.
Yeah, it's a wild time. Raphael, the car, you sideswipe like a tree at one point. There's a large scratch on the right side now.
The jazz has taken over me. I'm just like swerving.
She's in my soul.
And you arrive.
That
And
pianist.
you arrive. Like as you guys drive, you do pass. You see Ernest Honeycuff's car just past you guys, and you make it to Nana's, and see the tarp out in front, which wasn't there before. Lucy, did you stay out? Are you chilling outside, or did you decide to chill inside?
I'm just inside.
Okay, then you don't see anyone. You guys roll up in the now banged up pickup truck.
But at least we're alive.
Yeah, correct.
Maybe we should have had you drive, Kyle. Would you have been able to drive? You might have.
I could
been.
try. Yeah.
I think I'm bruised. I think my butt's bruised. Ow. All right.
And with that, you all exit the pickup truck and enter to see Lucy. Lucy, what are you doing? What have you been doing for the past hour or so?
Honestly, I probably sat down, like if there's a wall next to it, I probably sat down and like every so often I'm just gonna bang on the door. That's what you see.
Raphael and Isabel, that's what you see as you enter.
It's all what again?
You see Lucy just sitting next to the freezer, just occasionally knocking on it.
We just drank from the Evercorn, Lucy.
What?
So, and I'll pull out one of the shot glasses that I pocketed. I don't know what that hunting lodge is. It's probably the most preposterous thing I've ever been in. But they had these hand-blown corn on the cobs with like straight gasoline in them. And you could probably smell it, like rubbing alcohol, just emanating. We just had 2 of these.
Why would you do that?
Because they were given to us.
Same question.
We're
Are you
pretty.
trying to? Are you
Thank
trying
goodness.
to
Thank
get in
goodness
that door?
Yeah, so 2 things. I was outside trying to fix the disaster that is the front of Nana's Fat Slabs, and an officer, a sheriff, swung by. I have his card now. He was asking some questions about missing people and bodies. And he said he talked to you already.
Yep.
So, like, what'd you talk about?
I mean, I was eating Dutch babies at the time.
Hmm. So did you talk about the Dutch babies or did you talk about missing people?
Mostly the Dutch babies. I mean, he told me about an Eleanor Dillanan is what I wrote down. She was murdered at a carnival, and there was someone dead in a closet. He told me about the Fellowship of the Hushed Hands. Then he took his Dutch baby to go.
Did he say anything about the fellowship?
He said it's a church. They got a body that they don't want to give up.
I'm sorry, they have a body that they don't want to give up?
Yeah, even though the family wants it. I mean, where I come from, you give your dead bodies to the family, but you know.
That's weird.
Well, I was trying to be culturally sensitive. Maybe things here are just different.
That's very nice of you, but I don't think that's the case. Part two of all of this is that they're downstairs, but this freezer door is closed and locked now. I didn't do that. I don't know if they did it, but it's locked and I can't get in there.
Do I know about Oak's spell on the door? I don't. I couldn't remember if I was there for it or not.
I don't think anyone was there except Oak and Hektor.
Does the freezer lead downstairs?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
That's
yes.
Why are there stairs in a freezer? That's an ineffective freezer, if you ask me. Unless the whole basement's cold.
It's a bunker. It's secret.
It's camouflaged.
But you're still going to get cold, and then your meat's not going to be frozen.
Oh, honey.
Honey, there's nothing wrong with hot meat, honey.
That is disconcerting. But you said that the sheriff was talking about missing people?
Yeah.
Well, so you know how we found the ID on the dude who tried to choke me out? He's part of this hunting lodge, but I think he's just like a mundane. And he went out with a hunting party.
Okay, when we say hunting, what do we mean by that?
Like bears and shit. Like
I still need you to clarify.
Moose. Like
let's keep going.
Wears orange, has shotguns, probably is drinking, can't hit the broadside of a barn, but says they went out into the woods and went hunting for deer.
Got it. So for meat. Well, that still doesn't work, but
recreation.
Still doesn't help.
They dress as possums.
They don't dress as possums.
So it's that kind of hunting.
Yeah, we didn't.
I feel like it's probably that kind of hunting and not like that kind of hunting, but whatever floats their boats.
Do I know about the smell on the door? I think I was there, was I? Or no?
I don't think anyone was there except Oak during that time.
I'm going to try and open it.
It does not open.
I'm going to smash it into my hammer.
Yeah, roll kick some ass.
Oh, no.
That's excellent. That's 9 plus 3 equals math. 12. Wow.
It has been a couple hours, I think it's been an hour or two since you, Oak, and Hektor have been researching and just kind of really delving into this. We'll talk about what you guys on in a second. You hear a crashing come from upstairs as Raphael knocks down, not off the hinges, but severely dents in the freezer door. Enough to where it is now off the lock. It is not locked. You guys can walk in.
I open the door. Lucy. Here you go.
I think we're being attacked, Hektor.
I'm gonna close the lab door.
Ladies first.
We should stay in here then.
It's fine. I'll conjure a demon to kill whoever's attacking
No, and just take this, and I'm gonna hand him one of my guns.
Which one?
The gear gun, the one that I have tried.
Okay.
I'll keep the one that I haven't tried yet.
Is this the
They
room that
can't get in here, probably.
this filled the room with fire?
Well, it wasn't necessarily supposed to, but that is what it did, kind of.
Okay. I'll just train it on the door or whatever.
Lucy, you can walk in now, but it's a warm freezer, which means it's useless.
You're right, honey. It is. Some people like their meat warm.
Yeah.
So I will walk in and...
But not your popsicles.
Jesus. Oak, Hektor,
Are you opening the
They're
hatch down?
impersonating.
No, not yet. I'm like trying to see if I hear anything.
The demon can impersonate Lucy's voice.
Who's
Chameleon.
Lucy?
Oh, she's like the Grim Reaper.
We met.
Oh.
She has a scythe. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Lucy?
Are you all okay in there? Are you okay? The door was super locked. I'm sorry, it got bashed in. That wasn't me.
Oh, wow.
Are you okay?
She sounds really considerate and apologizing. I don't think this is her.
Well, you know better than me, so.
No, I'm hurt. I'm dying in here.
Are they dead?
Ow.
You really, Oak?
I don't know if it's you. Why'd you smash in the freezer door?
I didn't do that.
Oh.
Who did? that?
Raphael did that with his big old hammer.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I was just here knocking. The police came by, so I wanted to. Anyway, if you're gonna lock this door, could you just let us know so that I don't think you're dead or there's something weird going on?
I think I sealed it with magic, so if I lock it again, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, just tell us beforehand.
I think it's easier to have this conversation in person, and I'm just gonna open the door and go out there. Still holding this weird glass gun.
Poke my head out.
You see Lucy. And I don't know if anyone else went downstairs.
I
at the
went
top
to get
going,
food
"Hello?"
wherever food is.
God.
All around. There are meats everywhere, ever dwindling with you and Cal.
I'm making a
hanging out,
meat
but-
angel.
Are they back? What did they?
Meat buddies.
Are they back, Lucy? What did they find out?
Wasn't-
Raphael.
Isn't
Hello?
Isabel, like there?
Yeah. I'm like up at the top of the stairs, kind of sticking my head down.
Oh, hi.
Hi. How are you doing? You gonna put that away? You gonna shoot us with it?
Oh, I don't even know how to use this thing. I'll toss it back to Hector.
Roll act under pressure.
I mean,
I'll be like, I don't know what that does either, but I feel like throwing it was probably a bad idea, but
it wasn't a great idea, but that's fine. I'm just gonna put it on the table.
So I just got like a couple hours of free entertainment by this guy named Humperdinck. What was his name? Holland? Yeah, Holland. I was about to yell up to Raphael. What was his name? Yeah, that is a mundane place, and there was a lot of energy in there.
you sure?
Not the paranormal kind.
Well, that's disappointing.
Lucy, I feel like maybe we should convene so that I'm not repeating this too many times. Keeper, how many bodies were down in the basement when we arrived?
4.
4 bodies in the
4
basement.
plus Nana.
5.
4, so 5 total.
5 total, yes.
Okay. And we never looked for ID on any of them, right?
I don't believe you found any.
Okay.
I think Oak did a search of some sort, and all he found was that one ID.
And the only ID that we did find was Bad Choke upstairs, right? Was Dennis? That was the hunting lodge ID.
I don't know if it was the bag choke guy, but yeah, it was the hunting lodge ID. It was the one
And it matched the person who we
Yes.
took it out of. Okay.
Yeah.
So Lucy was talking about how there was missing people.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Lucy. Cops. I'm drunk. I'm a little drunk. We had Everclear, and by we I mean my brother cousin.
Yes, the old brother cousin. Didn't realize we were
It
in
got
that
real
part of the
weird.
States. So they went to the lodge, hunting lodge.
What does that mean?
They they say that they go, pew pew hunting, but I think it's more like hunting.
I agree with her, but they say pew pew, but I'm pretty sure it's pew pew.
Did they have hunting
I'm still
guns?
lost.
Did they have hunting guns on their bodies?
You actually didn't find any guns on the bodies. There were a couple machetes and axes.
It's so weird.
Yeah, but the dude.
Unless they're hunters.
Well, we found, and I'll tell them about the Order of the Iron Cold Crystal.
Coalition of Cold Iron.
Yeah, Coalition of Cold Iron.
Which ones were those?
What's that?
They're Irish-based fairy hunters. Yes.
Yeah.
Fairy
Yes.
hunters.
Yeah.
Specialization in
hunters.
killing fays.
Are they? Which ones were those? The choke guy?
I'll go grab the book that we were reading and
Thank you, Ashenworks, for the sub. Good. Sorry.
produce it
Well,
to those who are interested.
the hunting party that Dennis was a part of, and Dennis being the guy that we found the idea of, there were 3 other with them. I guess it was a really good party. And they are also not accounted for. So,
Well,
we are investigative
Okay.
geniuses.
point to like the blood and stuff we definitely haven't cleaned up.
They had wood that animated their bodies. They reanimated.
They
their
had what?
bodies. They had wood that reanimated their bodies, and that makes me think that maybe. Do fairies do necromancy via wood? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like someone was hunting fairies nearby, and the fairies made them into those zombies. That's
Yeah,
What
but
I-
what's his face? I'm just trying to figure out if Dennis is the zombie or
He
I
was a
don't
zombie.
understand.
a
He was one of the zombies. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
then
were-
is there?
it was
So
zo-
that
they were
means
all
there might be.
zombies.
That means there might be 3 more out there, unless 3 of them. Maybe
The-
we burned
They
them
were-
already.
we
They
already
were all
burnt
zombies.
them.
They
Yeah.
all were. They
Dennis-
were all.
We don't know if these 3 works. We never found ID.
But we can safely assume if Dennis went hunting with them.
There's the possibility, but he was in a car.
Did you ask him where
Dennis
they go
was
hunting?
in the basement. Dennis was in the basement with the other bodies.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Who was in the car?
Just some guy who reanimated and choked someone.
It's someone.
Did we ever get a license plate?
Driving.
It's in the back. The car's in the back.
Let's use the license plate to try to find who they are.
That's
Anyone know how to use a
Blocks.
computer? Nope. No searchers in the.
What's a computer?
No gumshoes, no searchers. Fuck.
Nope.
I mean,
but we're
I got
all
a map
pretty.
that has a few locations on where they went. I got
yeah.
one of those.
Oh, we
I don't
did.
think I lost the irony of the fact they're called cold iron and all the information on them is in a freezer. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that's definitely
I
it.
think you're onto something.
So let's go to where they were. Show me the map. Let's go.
Like right now?
Yeah.
I unroll the napkin. I assume it was on.
It's on like the back of one of their Sunday brunch menus.
I need to
Nice.
solve this mystery before the lady who can stop time and is invulnerable to harm comes and kills me. So let's do it.
I mean, she's
Not on my watch.
probably gonna stab me first, for being honest.
I hope that's true.
You all have been very productive.
Because you're tougher than I am.
That's fair. I take that. No, I actually take that as a compliment.
The other things, before we make any decision on what happens next, the things that Hektor and Oak were able to find by parsing through the notes, there wasn't anything except for that one page that really leaked out. They're mostly blueprints and diagrams. You find, Hektor, that... Actually, we're going to do 2 things, yeah. You find the diagram... So, there are some diagrams and schematics of inventions and creations. You also find basically diagrams of monsters' bodies. Like their internals, their organs, their bones. And you notice, I think you've taken a couple hours now searching, some of your inventions have taken parts from monsters and incorporated them. And actually, I want you to roll plus sharp one more time for what happens next.
Oh dear.
What happens next? Cool. 8. I need to fail more, you guys.
That's a mix. That's not.
I know, but I want
I
to
know,
level
level
up.
For that mixed, what you get is this. You find you don't have a whole grasp on it. Once again, exactly the processes you were using and how you determine the parts. But you think you probably could start trying again.
Okay.
if you find anything to incorporate into your inventions. And
I have a zombie head.
when that happens, you will be adding a positive tag and a negative tag that I will agree on.
Yes.
7 health.
One of them has to be unstable though, because that's a prerequisite for everything.
It's got to be unstable.
Yeah.
And you think you come close to some different kinds of notes, but that's like right as this group came in. So it'll take a little more time.
Cool.
Isabeau's gonna go upstairs. On the way out, she's gonna grab whatever is on Cal's plate and just start.
Yeah, there is a there's a pile of
Smoked
bacon.
links.
Smoked
Pile of
links.
bacon?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bacon and smoked links, little midday breakfast meat.
I'm just gonna grab whatever bacon's on his plate and just drunkenly start eating it while I go out to the back to rip the license plate off and see if there's any registration in the glove compartment that didn't burn up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he like cheers you with a piece of sausage.
Oh.
As you can sit down and eat. And you make your way to the back. And this is a severely burnt license plate, but you can get it off. The car went up in flames, the whole thing.
Whole thing. Well, yeah. I figured it would. Yeah.
It's burnt, but you could try to get a number off of it.
And get like a partial.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else in the car because it's just crispy.
Yeah, it is crisp. Yeah, everything else inside is gone. It is burnt. Nothing.
We're real good at investigating. And I'll come back in and go back down and like hand it to Oak.
But I don't know what to do with this unless you want
It
me to.
was your idea.
Well, I can do magic. I can like try to scry with it. But
Does nobody have a phone?
Oh, yeah, but like signal out here is kind of like
real sketchy.
shoddy, and by shoddy I mean it's non-existent.
Yeah.
Does Nana have Wi-Fi? I don't understand.
Nana does not have
His
Wi-Fi.
books.
Internet is spotty out here. Number one. Number two, getting a partial license plate isn't something you really Google.
What
Something
does
you
the
need to
map
face
look
context.
like of the possible hunting locations
Yeah,
I went to?
The map is it's a sketch he did of town. Like you'll see, like there's some landmarks you would have seen: the school, the Wake and Bake, the gas station, the pump and dump, Nana's, and then you see the woods all around it, just circling like, and then the one road leading into town.
Like
And he circled. And he
Okay.
circled like there in the woods, like around. You see like one slightly on the bottom left. Like if you're looking at it like a clock, there's one at about 1 o'clock, one at about 8 o'clock, and one at about 4.
Could we pull out like another map? I assume Nana's got to have like topographical map
Still
somewhere.
have a map of the area. It matches up. I
Cool.
mean, it's better on the real map, but it matches up.
I mean, there's
Um,
only 3 locations. We could just go there.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I could just fly there.
I could drive to one of them. He could fly to one of them, but don't die. Or the pamphlet
Isabel will just kind of
be
rubber.
upset.
Isabel would rubber butt a little bit and look at him and go, "Can you really drive there? Maybe you should
Giddy
eat some
up."
more."
I could
right.
drive us somewhere.
Ah,
Oh my
Wrong
God, I'll
character.
drive.
Thank God.
Real quickly, though, we should all know that the officer was also trying to talk to Nana. I said she was out running errands instead of, buried in the backyard.
I'm not a really smart person, but I would say, like, what if you posted on a thing out of business and then just like off to explore the world?
Yeah, that usually
I
goes over
left-
pretty well when there's missing people in the area and there's a group of people who just took over a space.
And half the building is covered by tarp.
And there's a fucked up burned car out back.
I'm picturing a swinging sign on the tarp.
I mean,
BRB.
We just wrote it on like a ruled paper.
it's the
Taped
old,
it.
Old piece.
forever
we didn't burn her. We technically still have her body. We could plant something to make it look
I
like.
would appreciate it. Oh.
Nana's not dead.
Hey, if
Slabs.
we were necromancers, we could like animate Nana's dead body to have.
No,
I
no,
am vehemently
no.
opposed to that.
I'm just joking. None of us are
I
necromancers.
was just trying to think of a way to get heat off. Sometimes I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. If they come back, cops are terrible, so he'll wander around back when no one's here to look around, quote unquote. And he's gonna
There's
see a
gonna be a
fucked up
burnt
burned
car.
car.
Yeah.
So
Now sans license plate.
I'm not sure what we would like to do about that.
I don't want to bury a car. That would take hours.
I mean, if we solve the mystery, we won't have to worry about anything else. Problem solved.
I'm just saying that while we're gone, I guarantee he's gonna try to come back here and find something.
I can make sure he can't get in.
How much blood is up here?
The blood's in the basement, and there is still quite a bit. You have not cleaned it up. The bodies were partially devoured by the corpse eater, and it did suck up and like lick some of the blood up with its like bottom mouths.
I thought
But,
we took the rest of them out and burned them.
Yeah, they're gone now. I'm saying like that's what the
blood's
corpse
there.
eater did, but there is still like some blood and viscera around.
Well, then before we start searching for things, do we maybe want to like bleach the area? I wish I would have
No.
brought whatever the fuck I just drank, and then we could have just poured that everywhere.
We have at least got some time. He can't come in without a warrant. I'm saying when no one's here, if
Well,
no
that's
one's
probable-
looking, cops do shitty things.
Yeah. Well,
So-
also probable cause, and she'll point to the giant hole.
Can we just leave Cal here and solve the mystery?
I
Cal shrugs.
don't usually like traveling without him. He's
The police are
Then you guys
either
can both stay here.
the police are either incompetent or in on it. Okay, right? Because a town like this, a lot of people go missing all the time. So let's just forget about the cop and deal with them later.
maybe you can do your little magical locking thing.
I can bar him specifically from entering, yeah. Or I can bar... Yeah, I can bar... Can I bar... What is this, a type of creature? Are cops?
Our cops.
These are real questions. Yes.
Can I just bar law enforcement from entering? This could go
Oh,
real.
I'm looking at the wrong page. Hold on. This is use magic, right?
It is under use magic, yeah. It says bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature.
I'd say you could do like I'd say like police you met for specific people.
Okay.
You met a couple.
Alright.
You're gonna throw it.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Could we push? How dense are these woods? Or
They're very. It is a dense, thick woods around this entire town.
I mean, if we push it in further, we can really hide it.
Yeah. But that's...
Just cover up the tire tracks.
Hey! 9!
Not bad. Mixed success.
I don't...
What glitch?
Yeah. I'm
Glitch do
double
you
checking my practitioner. My glitch? Oh god. They're all bad. I'm not weakening it. It's not going to be short duration. Actually, yeah, how about let's... No, god damn it, they're all so rough. You know what? I'm just going to do it as a problematic side effect.
Excellent. You do it, and you're like, okay, I did it last time. This was like it worked fine. It was great, and you do the exact same spell the exact same way.
Yeah. Perfect.
And the door like kind of like warps back into how like the shape and size it was before. The sigils light up again.
And
That seems
that's one
fine.
problem solved. And then we just hide the car and go off exploring, I guess. I
You
don't
guys
know.
could, I mean, with the amount of people you have and your supernatural strength, you could easily move a car into a little bit into the woods.
I mean,
It's
we
not a-
could
it's
just
not a
bring
guarantee.
Nana back in, take
I
all
think-
the books out, and just burn the whole place to the ground.
No.
Okay. So what were the 3 places?
There's one at, I believe, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. If you were to look at like the circle around Hush Hallows, 1, 4, and 8 o'clock.
Do we have a rough geographic
Hector,
idea
you
of
and I
what
are doing the
hell
same thing. Like,
Like, is one of them in the woods? Is one of them...
They're all in the woods surrounding the town.
Gotcha, so 1, 4, and 8.
1,
Eight.
4, and 8.
Wait a minute. Does that mean I have to like look at a round clock right now? I'm sorry.
are we close to 8?
Nana's is probably close to around 10.
Okay. So 8 is...
So 8 is the closest one.
8
would
is
be
the closest.
So do we want to try actually going to 11?
1, 4, and 8.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Thank you, Ty. I meant they're going in a circle. I didn't know if they were,
You want to see if we
Well-
can get ahead of them?
or they were clearly investigating something.
Those were just spots that they could have been hunting in, not that they were hunting in.
Oh, I thought that
They are
was
just like
where
hunting
they were.
spots.
Yeah.
No, they're
just
typical
prominent hunting
hunting
spots.
spots.
Because the clock moves clockwise.
Yes.
Another mystery solved.
So good at this. Oh, we can check out 8 and see if there's anything. See if we can get a normal read and see if we can get like a weird read.
There's a lot of us. How about we do like 2 teams?
2 teams?
I mean, that sounds good. Real quick,
What?
did you say you could scry? Like, see him if we have one of his objects?
Yeah. I mean, well, Darlene does it with throats. I'm assuming I can do it with a license plate.
I mean, can we just go to his house and get some of his stuff and you
Well,
can
he might
find out
not
where
live
he
here.
is?
I don't know.
The hunting lodge is where you like
yeah,
travel
I don't know where he
to.
lives. I don't know where he lives.
What's his? Do we know his last name?
Dennis
Yes, I wrote it down. Herschel.
Herschel. Damn it, you
I
beat
don't
me.
think Dennis was in the basement. He wasn't in the car, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
I just
Correct.
keep automatically assuming he was the bad choke guy.
No.
So, who is this guy that we're looking for again?
Dennis Herschel is dead. We burned
He's
his body.
dead.
Yeah.
We
We're
burned
not
his
we
body. He was a
assume
zombie.
Jeremy, Isaiah, and Philip, part of his hunting team, might have been part of the other
So,
3
Yeah, the
people.
other
We're not looking for bodies.
looking for
We're
bodies.
looking for
Yeah.
spooky
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So we
had
for
we
why
just
they
roll-
became zombie.
Yeah. So we have
we're
the
not
4...
looking for a person.
No.
We know where that person is.
Yeah,
They're
all
all
4 of them
dead.
were in the
Dead,
basement.
super dead choice.
That mystery was solved.
We're not
Well
looking for
done.
Nana.
Burn
We're not
that
looking for
bridge and
Nana.
those bodies.
She's dead.
It's
We're
in
trying
a
to figure out
grave.
who bad
May-
choke.
may-
Banana.
About
a
20 feet
little
away.
slow if you didn't know this.
Bad choke
But-
guy was the iron one, right?
How many other bodies were here?
There were 4 bodies
4 in the basement, and
There was
then
one
one
in the car.
that you smashed his head in.
There was Nana's body.
And then
So-
Nana.
Nana's body.
I mean, these 3 guys could have just came with them if they were
Yeah.
all on the same hunting trip.
That's what we're all assuming
Right,
is that all
yes.
4 of them are there. But we're
Yes.
trying to see if we can pick up clues
Oak is-
at
Oak
possible
is fine.
hunting locations.
Oak is flying. I'm like, okay, great.
Why don't we
Okay.
go, if you're looking for weird stuff, why don't we go to the place that has the body that they won't let go?
Well,
Oak is flying.
No,
to
that's really
8.
strange.
8
but
sounds good. I'm going
now
to
that
8.
I realize we're not looking for a person,
Bye, Oak.
all right, let's go check the woods.
Who's going with
Okey-dokey.
Oak? Oak is going with 8. I'm going to assume at least he told you who is going with Oak. With
I'm
two
driving
teams.
to whatever the other one is, the opposite
Okay.
side of town.
Okay, so like the 1 o'clock would probably be the opposite.
Then Cal and I will hit 4 o'clock.
Okay, 3 teams. All right.
I assume Lucy's with me then.
sure.
Just
I'll
don't
go
leave
with
me alone.
Oak. I'll try to follow Oak in my car.
Don't let him die.
Driving through the woods.
Hector.
Try
Don't let him die.
Well, I'm gonna try not to go through the woods, but it's an El Camino and it's really old.
And
Before
you
we
have it-
leave, can I
Yeah.
check the pamphlet?
Yeah. Yeah. Roll plus.
Roll pamphlet.
Roll pamphlet. Roll pamphlet.
Plus weird. It's 8 plus 1 is 9.
That's not bad. You see, like, as you are leaving and your friends have scattered, like, as this plan quickly came into fruition, you see a blob, a, like, large, maybe 3 foot in diameter, black ink blob in front of you as you pull up the pamphlet
3 feet.
in diameter. Yeah, so, like a big beach ball.
Are you here to write on this?
It doesn't. It is about 6 feet away. It does not respond to that.
Do you want a Dutch baby?
It does
They're
not
good.
Respond, does not respond to that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna read this. What's
Okay.
the-
You look you see the inky blob just in front of you. You look at the pamphlet. A dried drop of bacon grease
That
looks
looks
gross.
tasty.
or tasty. I don't know. Yeah.
I
Your
mean,
life.
at one point, it was. Are you looking for somewhere to go? Like a piece of paper?
It does not respond.
I'm gonna walk towards it a little bit, like.
Yeah. As you walk toward it closer, you see a face begin to emerge from it of a young woman, curly brown hair.
Hello.
as you I think you with Raphael, you probably dip it into the ink and it is stained black, and she gives you a slight smile. Keep him safe, and then it's gone.
Keep him.
Keep him safe is all it says, and then the ink is gone, but there is still a black stain on the top of the pamphlet.
Lucy, we're taking a detour.
Okie dokie.
Fuck.
I'll drive over to where Oak's going.
Okay. All right, let's go team. So it's okay. Now it's Hector, Lucy, Oak, and then just Isabeau and Cal. A+.
Dream team.
Totally
Doing great.
doing great. The bacon helped me sober a little bit. I'm driving. I'm gonna have Cal drive the motorcycle for safety.
He drives it just fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Sure.
I'm just enjoying probably a little cat nap, so I just
Oh.
snuggle. He's really warm.
It's all fine. I need Oak and Isabeau to roll 2d6.
Oh no.
Okay.
Doing
Oh, no.
doing roll.
Mean? Is it bad?
That is a 9.
That's not good, Matthew.
Matthew, what'd you get?
6.
Hope it's good.
6.
6.
We don't know. It
Oh.
could be really good.
Maybe it's great.
It's probably great. Yeah. We're gonna go with Isabeau and Cal first. You arrive at 1. You guys were on 1 o'clock. Was that the? It was
4
8?
o'clock.
4 o'clock.
I
Okay.
think it was Raphael and Lucy to 1,
Original.
Oak and
Originally.
Hector to
In-
8.
in
Now it's
plan
everybody to
1.0.
8 and us to 4.
Yeah. Okay.
When you 6.
4. So Cal and Isabeau are 4.
It's initiative. We're rolling for initiative.
Yeah, because that's what you do. In
We're rolling for
Monster of the
highest
Week.
likelihood to die.
Thank God I rolled low.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
when
but
I
what does
should've
that
rolled
say
low.
for everyone who didn't get to roll?
Well,
You're all dead.
Yeah.
We're all dead. We're just died.
The secret is we've been dead the whole time.
Cal, Isabeau. Isabeau, I need you to roll investigate a mystery. You drive maybe a little wobbly, and it's now getting to about dusk. It's now about 6 o'clock after the investigations.
Not
The
sharp.
ever-long debate inside Nana's Fat Slabs about cops and bodies and cars and where to go. It is now closer to evening. It is getting dark. So roll plus sharp for investigate, as you are now like in this darkening woods.
You put the -1s in a group together. 8. I rolled a 9 -1, so 8.
That's a mixed success.
Yeah, could be worse.
Here's what you can ask me.
Ooh. What happened here?
Is that what you're going with?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to remember what they all were.
Yeah, what happened here?
Uh-huh.
What sort of creature is it?
Uh-huh.
What can it do? Well, actually, what can hurt it will not apply. Where did it, and you all sort of already have kind of an answer. Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed there? You can ask me one.
Okay. I think what happened here is going to be the best.
Yeah,
I think that's the best one.
you search for a while, and it is the darkness is rapidly approaching.
And I can pull out Spirit Touched if you want me to. I wouldn't mind.
That's up to you. You can.
I wouldn't
You can roll
mind.
it again.
I investigate a mystery. I would like to try and see what I see, but also at the same time,
Okay, we'll go with that first, and then we'll talk about what you find afterward. You search for a while, and it is becoming foggy as well. A thick fog is pouring in just all over the woods, and it is getting hard to see. But after searching for a good chunk of time, maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more, you find a little, I can't remember what they're called, like a hunting nest up in the tree.
Okay.
Where it's like, a little wooden
A blind.
thing. Yeah.
I'm
You
from
see
Florida.
one up there.
Huh. Can I climb up into it?
Sure. As you climb up, you make it up without an issue, and Cal is gonna kind of survey below. You see several rifles just laying on it, unattended.
Mm-hmm.
You see a handgun, a bow, and a cooler.
And no other. Is there any name or anything on the cooler?
Yes, there is.
That redneck.
It says on it in like Sharpie letters. It says Banas.
Banas?
Banas. Banas.
Is Banas
I was really hard to not go into Banas, but I prevented myself.
And of course, Holland didn't give us last names, so this could be anybody. I'll yell down to Cal and tell him what I see, and I would like to try Spirit Touched since I'm up high.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's anything super
roll it.
weird. 8. On
Okay.
a 7 and 9, either sense them fully, but they notice you too, or you sense only impressions.
What would you like?
I feel like we don't know much, so let's go with the they'll sense you fully, but you sense them fully, but they notice you too.
Okay. You see the strands, the orange strands, as your eyes shift into your spirit touched form, and you see these strands kind of leading and winding down from this platform.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a puddle illuminate below. You also see they wind and go. If you're standing, I think from your geographical view to understand, you're currently on this blind facing out, the outside of the circle, and they're winding left. And you see a fairly sizable silhouette glowing in the distance. Not close, like pretty far away, but you see something.
Okay. Do I have any signal here?
No, 0.
Yeah, we didn't think this through at all. I am going to Cal, do you think we should take a couple of these guns?
I don't think I've ever used one, but
Well, I have a feeling they belong to our zombie friends.
Oh, like mystery guns, not like shooting guns. Oh, yeah, probably.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll at least take the handgun and one of the long-range rifles. I assume there's probably
yeah, there's a long range. There were 2 long-range rifles, handgun, and a crossbow, I believe I said. Or no, bow, regular bow, hunting bow.
Yeah, I'll take all 3, and I'll remember the name, and I will keep my eyes peeled and kind of be like, I just want to let you know, because he probably can see my eyes are glowing as well. There is a very large thing over there, and we are backupless.
He looks behind him as he said that. Yeah, I mean that's true, but are we gonna try to get the others and see if this thing stays?
I mean, we're not fully healed from the last fight we were in. And don't get me wrong, I mean, we've handled things okay so far, but I feel like as a group might be smart. Maybe I can pick up a beam of it later, but I have the sneaking suspicion that it's not going to be too far from me for very much longer.
Okay, we can try to head back if you want.
Let's try. In my mind, because I don't know that they doubled back, I think that the closest people are at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'll head to where I think Lucy and Raphael are.
That is also 1 o'clock is in the same direction as the shape.
Oh, so now I feel like I'm gonna. Yeah, I think it's over by where Lucy and Raphael are. Yep, we get in the bike. We start heading. 1 o'clock. Because
Okay.
I think it's coming after Lucy and Raphael. Because I don't know they didn't
We're
go.
gonna. I roll an act under pressure and remember what it is as you begin to drive your motorcycle through the woods on no clear trail in heavy fog.
What am I rolling?
Act
Sharp?
under pressure.
Act under
No.
pressure.
Oh, cool. Keep that roll to you. We're gonna switch. We're going to go to Oak. Hector, I need you to roll before we go to Oak. Hector, I need you to roll. We're gonna do act under pressure too to see how fast you get there in the El Camino.
Cool is not what Hector is known for. Still rolled a 10. No, that's
Excellent.
fine.
you surprise like Oak. You go to where the map kind of led you at 8 o'clock, and you begin to float down like. And Hector, this is probably the first time you see that. You can't take the El Camino in very far. It's such a dense woods. But you get into walk with whatever gear you have on you. And what does it look like when Oak descends from the sky?
It's a full Storm from X-Men Fantasy, Mama.
Excellent.
That's a bit conspicuous, don't you think?
I can't help it. I can only fly because of my connection with wind magic.
But I had a car.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I was getting anxious because it felt like things were closing in on us, so I left.
Oh, okay. Sometimes the solution to things you should that how did you learn to do that?
I studied magic for a long time. We've been fighting monsters for a couple years. I've been working on being able to fly for a while. My first time with magic, wind and earth just came natural to me. Flying was... I was bound to be able to do it eventually.
So in your time of learning magic, did you ever learn that sometimes you shouldn't use or abuse it?
Oh my god, what a novel concept. I've never thought about that before. Thank you.
Well, in my short time of knowing you, you have used it quite often, and it's a little bit alarming.
Yeah, because I weigh about 120 pounds, and I'm not very bright, and I'm not very charming. Magic is all I'm good at.
That's not true.
Oak, like, remembers all of his failures and successes. It feels true. I agree with you. I learned that lesson on my very first day as a practitioner. But I'm dancing with the one who brung me. I know the dangers of magic. But I also want to become powerful enough to protect myself and my friends. And that means, you know, breaking a few eggs.
Right. I obviously you are intelligent. You can do things that are very much impossible for a lot of people to do. I would warn to not lose a bit of yourself in trying to better yourself, because it's not that easy to get yourself back.
You're gonna love it when you meet Darlene.
Is that another friend of yours?
Yeah, if I'm Storm, she's Dark Phoenix.
I don't what does that mean?
Oh yeah, you were in a coma when X-Men happened. I'll show you my comics when we get back.
And as you are having this conversation and walking through the woods around Hallows, once again, the sun is setting. It is rapidly becoming dark here. And there is a thick fog that is all around you now. And is becoming hard to see even feet in front of you.
Gee, I do love the wilderness and being nice to animals. Not
Roll
hunting.
an investigate.
I'm not a hunter. I don't have a hunting rifle. Hello? That's
Hello, spooky things.
It's
We're not
sharp.
here to hurt you.
It's with sharp, yeah.
Fuck, why don't I have anything for this?
Are we both rolling, or is it just?
Just
Oh.
him.
7, not bad.
7 is not bad. It's not a failure. You can ask me one question.
Okay. So where the hell am I, and what do I see though? I don't know what the scene
Oh.
looks like. Yeah.
Right now, you are in a dense, thick woods with fog, and that is about it. You can no longer see the street around you. It is just, that's it right now. There isn't much. There are no real landmarks. You can't see the way you came in.
What is being concealed here?
What's being concealed here? You are about to find out in a very real way. As you say, I'm not a hunter. I don't like hitting animals. You feel a sharp pierce on your side, and you take 2 harm.
Ow.
And you feel a wetness on your side, and you feel something gouging you still inside.
No.
What do I see?
Water balloon.
What you see as... Oh, Hector, you prankster!
Yeah, man.
What you see now lodged inside of Oak there is a just seemingly ran out from the mist to Pearson. There is a very large stag. Its antlers are inside of Oak, but you can also see there are thick, dark roots intertwined all along the antlers, piercing inside. It has vacant eyes pointed downward, and you can see tiny brown coils of vines coming out from the sockets.
Hector was like, "That's bad." Yeah, Hector brought the glass gun, the gun that he doesn't know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he brought.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try to. Oof. Yeah, he's gonna try to shoot the stag off of Oak.
Yeah, roll kick some ass.
That's what I'm really good at that. I'm really good at that.
Sweating. I'm
Not good at that. Oh, that's not good, y'all. Honey, that's a 6. We done it. We got XP.
Okay, well, you get XP. This is, despite your failure, and that's going to come around in a pretty aggressive way, it could actually be worse, because what happens is, as you have no control of this thing, not really sure what it does, it has way more kickback than you would have anticipated.
Okay.
What comes out is an arc of lightning, and it strikes a tree branch in front of you.
Nope. Nope.
Good.
Goodbye.
Falling,
Sorry.
which you quickly realize, if it would have hit it, with it being impaled in oak, would have probably transferred to him as well. However, this fallen tree branch does smack you in the shoulder, and with your accelerated age, you feel a slight dislodge to the left, and you take 2 harm. Oak, what do you do?
Well, I am unstable.
And you are impaled. Yes, currently.
Yeah. Okay. I believe my wind effect, is forceful. Also is earth. Shit. I am going to... This thing is point blank with me. I would like to blow this thing away from me using my combat magic. I'm going to summon just a blast of wind. No, a wall of wind to give me some armor. And try to push it away.
I would say for pushing it away, ball or blast would probably do a better job of pushing away than wall. Wall will lift you, you think casting it under might lift you both up with how deep it's inside you.
Okay, then I will do blast of wind.
Okay, roll it.
And I might do something here. We'll see. God, this is not good. This is rough, y'all. Oh, shit.
That was some good magic.
That is advanced, by the way.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it's an
For kick
advanced.
some ass?
Yeah, I have it advanced.
Cool, so what do you can do for kick some ass on 12? I can tell you what it is. It's either you completely hold the advantage, everyone involved is going to get a +1, You suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm, or your attack will drive the enemy into a rout.
So that would be 6 harm if I doubled the harm.
Very nice. That's a lot. It's 2 plus for the wind.
Yeah, it's 3 times 2.
Yeah. That makes sense. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna double the harm to 6.
Okay. What is?
I'm so troubled.
That's okay.
Drives the enemy away. I'm gonna inflict double the harm. That's honestly Oak's first reflex.
Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Yep. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you do it.
6 harm.
What does it look like when Oak does this exactly?
I look over at Hektor. I'm like, I know you said not to use magic, but, and I push my hands towards, and like this big bubble of wind and kind of whips up and blasts the creature.
This creature flies away, and you see this Hektor 2 dislocated shoulder and all. You see this creature push back. Its hooves like digging into the now wet ground beneath it. You also see fragments of its antlers and skull shatter away, and some of the skin is peeled off too. You see these vines intertwining within the eye sockets from some of the flesh that's now flapping below. You see these just cold, vacant eyes. One of them is now hanging down. You also see there are some bone fragments and vine-like tendrils still inside of Oak.
Cool.
The creature is pulled away, but there are still these things tethered to him.
Don't lose those.
Is the creature still active?
It is still active. You can see it in, but it is messed up, but it is not dead. Oh,
How far away is Raphael and...
We're about to talk about that.
Okay.
And since you did not choose use no suffer no harm at all, you have to take a little bit more damage, Oak. You take 2 more from these fragments moving around in your body.
Okay then.
Right around this time, I need you to roll act under pressure, Raphael.
That's an 11 plus nothing. 11.
Yeah, you drive and like push, ushered on by this face you saw, and Lucy in tow. You park the pickup truck outside of the woods where you think he is, and you rush in. You hear maybe a yelp, and you hear the crack of wood and a low guttural like moan coming from a certain direction. As you run in, Lucy probably following, you see Oak, hands in front of him. You see a strange broken stag about 5 feet away with just kind of vine-like roots inside of Oak. Eye hanging to the side, skin flapped away, antlers somewhat broken. And Lucy, you can probably see this too.
All right, well, Lucy's going to run forward and take a stab at the stag.
Okay, yeah, roll
For
it.
sure.
Okay. These work.
13.
Very good. How much damage do you do? You can choose one extra effect. You can either give +1 forward or +1 to someone else, inflict terrible harm, suffer less, or force them where you want them.
Well, the one that inflicts terrible harm.
Okay. How much damage do you?
Do I don't roll? Do I roll that?
No, you have a harm for that weapon.
Oh, right. +2. And are the... Oh, no, that's for natural attacks. So 2 then, right? +2? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing is... You stab... Where are you stabbing it?
I think I'd probably aim for the throat.
Okay. You stab
I don't like
this...
that look. Should I change it? I don't like that look,
Right now, it's set. It's canon. You do stab this thing in the throat, and as you do, the head unnaturally twitches towards you. Oak, you don't take any extra damage, but you do feel the pain of these bone, like antler fragments and vines inside of your body still, as it is still attached to you as it moves. And the eyes just staring past Lucy. You stab this thing with the glaive in the throat, and you see its mouth opens. But then it keeps going. The mouth opens past the lip line, all the way down to the torso.
Absolutely not.
Separating this beast. You see thick, viscous strands of dark liquid between bone and vines wrapped up in a ribcage made to look like teeth as it chomps down on you, and you take 3 damage.
Excuse me?
Oh my god.
This is real great.
I also have a quick clarifying question. Is Oak literally tethered to this thing? Like
There's
the tendrils are
pieces-
extending from this thing, or is it that the pieces are left in him?
There are pieces of antler left in him. There is also vines that are still kind of left. You don't know if he... I think by looking, you don't have an idea if it's like still like could pull itself back, but there are still pieces attached to Oak. The vines are attached from the broken antlers into Oak.
So they are tethered together.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's inside me.
That was my question. That was my question too.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And you said I took 3?
3 harm as this way too wide mouth chomps down on you and on.
Okay. My immortal thing makes it 2.
Good. Raphael, you see this happen. You saw Lucy run in and stab this thing, which has now a gaping maw that takes up half of its body. Antler still in Oak. What do you do?
So the antler's still in Oak. My never again, which allows me to protect someone, that wouldn't help with the stuff inside him, would it?
Let me. What is the never again? Can you read that off to me, or I can look it up if you don't have it.
Look it up. It's not on Divine. I took it from a different playbook.
Oh, do you know which
It is-
playbook off the top of your head?
Wrong.
I think it's the wronged.
Let me take a look.
Safety first. Never again. In combat, you may choose to protect someone without rolling, as if you had rolled a 10+, but you may not choose suffer little harm.
That wouldn't help him now. If this creature is still standing in a bit, that would help him immensely. So that's kind of the risk you're taking. Because if you do that now, he will not take any... You're basically preventing him from taking harm, and you're putting yourself in the way. That's what never again does.
Yeah. So, like, even though there's something inside of him, if this thing twists and moves, it won't cause him any harm?
He would, I believe, with a +10 on it. Yeah, you can choose to. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, one of the choices you can take is all impending danger is now focused on you, so that would come out in some way if you did this.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
all
can
I'll
choose to do that. Okay. What do you say as you use never again for the first time?
What do I say?
Yeah. This is the first time using this ability. What's it look like? What do you say?
I fold up my pamphlet and I put it in my pocket and I tap it safely. Never again. That it will be ripped up. I'll use it all the time, but it'll never get ripped up.
How are you protecting Oak is more of the question. How are you? What does it look like when you protect Oak?
I don't know if whatever it is, like it opens its gaping mouth and I literally stand in between them.
Yeah, I like that.
And I flick its nose.
It
I
is-
bet you upset now.
Its head, it twitches back again. Oak, you feel the reverberations inside of you in a weird way, but not enough to cause pain, as this head now shifts from its wide rib-like mouth slick with Lucy's blood to look at you, and as you do, the nose indents as you Hector.
Hi.
You're next.
I have this ability called You Look Familiar.
I would say no.
Not
I would
recognize
say
it?
not
Okay.
right now.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Bob.
Nice. Nice.
Is that Bob from the launch?
Hey!
It's cool, Greg.
Jeez, well, Hector can do a lot of things. Combat's not really, like, his
Please set
big...
the woods on fire or electrocute your friends.
You know,
That's gonna
one
be
or
good.
the other, it's fine.
There is no in between.
There is no in-between. correct.
Jesus.
Okay. Is Lucy currently in a terrible place? As an inside of this thing.
She's no. Its large mouth is now turned with its head to face Raphael. It's got some chunks of Lucy in its maw, but Lucy is not like inside.
Okay.
If you need a time, I can give that, or I can give you a suggestion if you'd like.
I honestly would love a suggestion because the only thing that I'm thinking is shoot the gun again, but then also I don't want to because it's tethered to someone else.
As narratively enjoyable as it would be for you to use that gun again, I might recommend, and especially what Hektor might think at this time, your other weapon is a level 1 or a level, I think, 0 harm syringe. Yeah. You might be able to get pieces from this thing.
Oh, yeah, I do have that marked down. Actually, yeah. Thank you. I would love to try to do that.
You can either, I will let you don't have to, you can either use tough or cool for this. I'll let you use either.
Tough or cool? Well, good. Let me tell you about my tough and my cool. They're exactly the same.
Well,
it's not great. All right. Cool. Yeah. Oh, it's still an 8 though.
An 8's not bad. Mm-hmm. So, on this, what does it look like when Hektor does this? How does Hektor go up to this, like, this clearly engaged battle of Oak impaled, Raphael standing in the way, Lucy glaive bloody and skin bloody? How do you sneak up and syringe this thing?
Well, I imagine Raphael is a big lad.
Oh, he's a beefcake, yeah.
Sweet. So I think Hektor would put the gun down on the ground and out of his I think he would have put it in like an inside coat pocket. He would pull out this syringe, and it almost looks like a regular, like not a regular syringe, like an old timey, like too big syringe. But I imagine it doesn't have like a giant it just looks like a big syringe. Sure. And would come up behind Raphael and basically try to use Raphael as like a wall and then just kind of go around him.
Where are you sticking this thing?
Well, there's too much mouth. Is there flesh bit in mouth, like tongue, gums?
No, there's not. It's not an actual mouth. It's more of a like fashion mouth from its rib cage and the vines.
That's gross. Oh, you know what I want to try to do? I want to try to snag that eyeball.
Okay. You syringe the eyeball. Yeah. You get some eyeball juice.
Yeah.
You can write down that you have stag eyeball juice.
Stag eyeball juice.
Yeah, write that down and remember that one.
Yum.
How many pizzas near you?
Yucky.
With your 8 on this kick some ass, you only take 1 harm as a slight bone fragment scratches you.
It's not great. So do you get unstable when you have 4 harm or 5? When you pass?
I think it's past 4, isn't it?
Okay.
I can double check, but I believe it's when you hit. It's past 4.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. Oak, what do you do? As you are impaled, you see Raphael standing in the way of this thing.
This thing is still up?
Yeah. It looks like it. You can see it is like beaten up. The skin is peeling off of this thing as it opened itself in half to form a mouth. It's messed up, but it is still standing.
I mean, if he's protecting me, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to conjure up... Yeah, another forceful blast. I now summon... it's kind of like Avatar the Airbender when he rides that little wind ball, but mine's more like... It's like, I summon it, but I don't ride it, I just kick it towards the thing.
Awesome, roll it up.
And I'm like on my last breath because I'm 1 harm away from dying.
Oh my...
Yep, sure am.
Well, not.
9.
Good. Good. Mixed success. What happens is you,
It's 3 harm.
as you pele this air ball into the creature with Oak, with Raphael in front of you and Doc behind Raphael as well, this thing just explodes. Like bone fragments, antlers, blood, vines just scatter. Raphael, you take 2 harm as this thing explodes, and you just stand there guarding against whatever thing may come for Oak, and would have had you not done this. So you take 2 harm, and there is just, you guys see the remnants of where this thing is. It's like fake mouth is peeled back before it just scattered. And you are left in this disgusting scene in the forest of Hush Hallows.
Ow.
That's not great.
I'm
I'm gonna
my
lay on hands on Oak.
Okay.
I can see my kidney.
I like stick my fingers in it and
Is that normal?
God.
Roll the soothe.
Sticking
Or
my
not soothe, lay on hands.
you sticking your fingers inside
yeah,
me, Raphael.
roll 2d10. Man, I gotta improve my pool. I got a 9.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. You
The
can
9,
heal the harm or illness as I'm a 10+, but take it into yourself.
so you take 2 harm, and you are
2.
stable now. Oak. Even though you're past the unstable, I believe still, you are now stabilized, and you take 2 more harm, Raphael. Does that put you? Are you stable, Raphael?
When you reach 4 or more, mark unstable. I'm at 4.
Okay. Is that what it says when you're 4 or more?
Yeah, when you reach
Oh,
4 or more.
then yes.
Oh,
You
but
are
technically
unstable
I
as well.
took only 2 damage from the explosion because of my
And then
armor.
But you're taking 2 from Oak right now. So
Yeah, so now I would be at 3.
Okay.
Because of the 2 damage I
yes.
took from the
You took
explosion,
1.
I was
I
supposed
see.
to reduce it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm at 3, so I'm still
if-
good.
Stack.
If being at 4 makes you unstable, then I'm unstable also as well.
You see, your
What's
shoulder's like out of the socket.
Yeah.
You are bleeding from the. I think you probably didn't even notice that you're bleeding from that shoulder, like as you went to go get the syringe.
If only there was a medic around to accidentally kill you.
Only.
How's Lucy doing?
I'm fine. I'm at 3, so I'm 1 away from. So I'm not great, but I'm certainly not as bad as y'all.
Was that
Oh,
attack?
so-
Was that attack you did, Lucy? Life draining or no?
No, I didn't
Okay.
use life drain on this.
I was
I don't know what kind of life that is, so I wasn't about to.
True.
I didn't know what I'd be draining from it, so I didn't go for that.
You see, we see Raphael. I mean, what this looks like is Raphael lays his hands on Oak's side, and as he does, you can't see through the shirt, but now Raphael has several just small puncture wounds on his right side now.
That's cool. I think Hector is, with dislocated shoulder and everything, is gonna kind of like start picking up pieces and just putting them in his coat pocket. just scattered around, kind of ignoring his shoulder entirely.
Buddy.
These guys pick up stuff. And he's kind of like mumbling to himself about like what this could be and what it could do, and incoherent babblings.
Is there? Is this like a just a mess in front of us now?
You can see. I mean, you can make out part of like the body. Like, there's a tail end somewhere. There's a leg, but there's not like a solid mass anymore.
Could I look at like the vines or the antlers that are left to see if the wood looks similar to the wood that we saw in the zombie bodies?
Yeah, as you kind of pull in a little bit, and you study it, yes, the wood looks the exact same as the zombie bodies, and you see like now wetted as you are investigating now through this fog that you couldn't see clearly earlier. You do see matted down with this dark liquid. You see the same blue petals.
Fuck. Can I tell at all if this thing was a whole new creature, or if this stag had been dead and it has been brought back.
Roll plus sharp. This is probably investigating mystery.
Oh, bless. 10.
Good. You can ask me 2 questions. You're kind of already asked for one, which is you, from looking at it, it does have all the same kind of... nothing from its physiology looks like completely alien, other than the fact a lot of it was altered by things that have roots attached to them and intertwined in them, like the rib cage that had been turned into sort of makeshift teeth.
Gross.
And with Lucy arm deep in this carcass, we shift to Isabeau and Cal as they... What'd you get with your roll?
I got a 10.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You are bobbing and weaving throughout trees, managing to avoid everything through this thick
I'm a little
and
concerned
forest.
because I saw this thing off where I think Lucy and Raphael are, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah. And you begin to approach. You see the light grow a little bit bigger. Then you see it dim a little bit. And then you see it get bigger again. And then I need you to roll one more act under pressure.
Like super amazing at these. Nine.
Okay. I'm going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. Here is what's going to happen.
Can't wait, Ty. Hit me with it.
It's not really going to be much of a choice here. This is kind of just, as you are driving, it is hard to see, and it is dark. And you are thrown from the bike. It stops. You crash into something. You don't take any harm. Cal looks a little more banged up. But as you open your eyes, just briefly, just knocked for a loop, you see a pile of bones in front of you. And that's where we will end this evening.
I'm in the nest. I'm in the nest. I'm in the nest. I don't like it. I'm in the nest.
You sure
Oh
are.
no.
That's it for this evening. We'll go around, everyone say their name, where we can find you in favorite moment. Let's start with Matthew.
Yeah. Okay. So, hi. I was Matthew Foreman. All right. I am Matthew. Every week.
No longer.
I took too much harm. I destabilized. I'm no longer Matthew Foreman. I was Oak, the spell slinger. I am Matthew Foreman. You can find me here on Twitch TV/Dice Priori, and you can join Dice Priori's Discord, where you can also find me. And sometimes I stream on my own channel. I'll do favorite moment. My favorite moment was the Gay Lodge. It certainly wasn't getting stabbed. That was not my favorite moment.
It's pretty low on the list.
Yeah, not the stabbing I had in mind when I ventured into the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next.
And let's throw it to Maria.
Hi, it's me. I'm Maria. You can find me here. You can also find me on Mystery Society frequently, and also on Twitter at HappyCapster. You can also follow me on Goblin Society Games at Society Goblins. We just released a book. It's really cool. You can go check it out. It's really nice. And my favorite moment, it was great and it was terrible. That just stag with the mouth and all the stuff was gross and great. Really great.
And we'll throw it to Chris.
My name is Chris. I played the Divine Raphael tonight, and you can find me here. You can find me at Mythos Mystery Society again. My favorite part was probably the Avatar Airbender Ball of Wind. That was like a wind shuriken from Naruto Shippuden, because I've watched all that, because I've said it. And now you all know.
A dark secret.
Confessions.
Emma.
Emma. Oh, the cat just catted her.
Hello. I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. And sometimes also over at Mythos Mystery Society. We have a game coming up.
this weekend.
Is that
Oh.
this weekend?
Is that this
Okay.
weekend?
Good,
Yeah,
good.
you know, you had a
Me-
lot going on, so I didn't feel like messaging about it too much or asking you much about it. So
Bless.
But also, I didn't remember, and that I don't have anything going on, Chris.
We're doing really great. This weekend, a game, phenomenal. I think my favorite. Okay, well, actually, the stag was my favorite moment from tonight. But since Maria took that, let's see. I think the other one might be. The other moment was when we were just wandering in circles trying to figure out what was going on, B, what the information was, C, what are we going to do with this information, and D, who's going to do the thing, who's doing what thing. That was delightful and ridiculous. And that's me.
Hi.
Hey everyone, I'm Kai Gatson. Play Isabeau, the pararomantic. The dum-dum. Favorite part was shit. You can find me on Twitter, Kurt Charisma. I don't really do much on there. I post pictures of my dog and talk about movies, Marvel. Anyways, favorite part of the night was the Oak kind of fucking around, talking about how he was gonna shoot Lucy through the door. It's a camouflage. She's faking. That was funny. But also, yes, that stag is nightmare fuel. Ty, I will send you my bill for therapy. Sweet horror. I loved it.
I'm Ty. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. You can find me here and at Mythos Mystery Society, where we'll play something this weekend. I don't know what it is. I don't even know. I don't know anything about it, but we're playing something. My favorite moment from this evening, a couple. I think one of my favorites was when Marie was going to shoot the gun that I knew what it did. She didn't, and I thought she was going to kill Oak with an electric gun. And that would have been super duper.
Me and Hector would have felt real bad. Real bad about that. Don't worry, Hector would bring you back though. It's fine.
Oh, God.
As a zombie? No thanks.
It's fine.
As something. It was a good time to, if you had to roll any miss, that was the perfect time to roll a miss this evening.
Sweet.
May have dislocated your arm, but you didn't kill Oak.
It's fine. I'm just bleeding out. It's fine.
Could have been a very real possibility. So until next week.
Yeah. So, okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and raid someone. Be sure you are following channel. If you enjoyed tonight's stream, consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, consider gifting subscriptions, and bits are always appreciated. We appreciate the people who subscribed tonight. Chris Teff, thank you for the bits, and we're going to go ahead and raid... We're going to raid... Oh, good lord. That Grim and Perilous Plays. It looks like a secondary channel for the Zweihander people. And we're going to go ahead and raid them, because they're up on TTRPG content. So, here we go. Go show them some love. Remember to support TP. And we'll see you next week.